Langston County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
16 London Mary Square. I need to report a missing child.
All right, and tell me exactly what's happening.
We can't find my daughter. She was playing outside, and now I can't find her. And I have
Okay, how old is she?
She is 6. She's going to be 7 in June.
All right, I'm going to stay on the line with you, but I'm going to get KCPD on the line, too. Can you tell me what your son's name is?
My daughter's name is Faye Sweatlick.
Faye, F-A-Y-E?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what was she wearing?
She was wearing polka dotted rain boots, a flowered skirt, a black t-shirt that has a neon design on it.
And how long has she been gone?
Last I saw her probably about an hour ago.
How tall is she?
She's 3'10".
3 foot? How much does she weigh?
65 pounds.
You last saw her in the front yard. You didn't see which way she went or anything like that?
No, she was just right in front of my front porch.
Have you walked around and tried to locate her?
I checked all the houses in my neighborhood, and anybody that's actually answered, they're out looking for her too.
Did she have a dog or anything with her?
No.
All right, stay on the phone with me. Do not hang up. What's your name?
My name is Selena Collins.
Okay. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to stay in your yard, okay? Because we have a unit out that has a dog in case we need to try to track her, okay?
Okay.
So we don't need you walking. If you can just kind of stay close to the last place she was.
Shortly after, the initial officers arrived to aid in the search. 30 minutes later, the search efforts escalated, with K-9 units, firefighters, and a helicopter joining in. By 6 p.m., Brian Snellgrove, director of the Casey Department of Public Safety, sought assistance from the FBI. Concurrently, interviews with neighbors commenced. Meanwhile, Chad Sweatlick learned of his daughter's disappearance during an FBI search of his home. No evidence was found, and Sweatlick's phone records verified his presence at his North Carolina residence during the time of Faye's disappearance. Nearly 3 hours after Collins had last seen her child, their residence was designated a crime scene. Officials meticulously combed through the property, capturing photographs and searching for clues. Collins and Archon underwent separate interviews. Eventually, by midnight, both the mother and her boyfriend were relocated to a hotel. No incriminating evidence surfaced from their phones, nor from Faye's grandmother's device. As of Tuesday 11 February, there was still no trace of the child. Police diligently combed the area, scrutinized surveillance footage, and questioned passing drivers throughout the day. However, no breakthrough emerged. Another day passed without any indication of Faye's whereabouts or the identity of her abductor. On Wednesday morning, accompanied by 2 FBI agents, the 6-year-old's mother revisited the 6 Mile Creek vicinity, yet yielded no results. Merely hours later, at 11:15 a.m., investigators interviewed a man who claimed residency with his roommate, Cal T. Taylor, in close proximity to the 6-year-old's house. Both men were employees of Wingstop, but Taylor was not present at the business when the 6-year-old disappeared. A laundry bag belonging to Taylor was discovered and seized for DNA analysis, though it was not thoroughly examined at the time. When authorities revisited the residence later that day, Taylor consented to another search. He said that he was asleep during the time of Faye's disappearance. Tragically, on Thursday, February 13th, a polka dot rain boot matching the one Faye wore, along with a ladle bearing fresh soil, were discovered within their Churchill Heights neighborhood. Director Snellgrove made a grim discovery: the partially buried body of the child, alongside the second polka dot rain boot, in the nearby woods. Margaret Fisher, the coroner, officially identified the victim as 6-year-old Faye Sweatlick. Records indicated that the child passed away around 8 p.m. on the same day she went missing. At nearly the exact time of Faye's discovery, Taylor's roommate returned home to find Taylor deceased, and a knife in close proximity. During the search of Taylor's residence, investigators identified a set of knives matching the brand found at the scene. Taylor's demise was determined to be a suicide. Furthermore, authorities unearthed a Walmart receipt for gardening supplies. A subsequent autopsy on the 6-year-old revealed signs of strangulation. In light of these findings, law enforcement disclosed the evidence that led them to suspecting Taylor from the beginning. On the day Faye's body was recovered, A Lyft driver informed investigators that he had picked up Taylor from Walmart. The Lyft driver recalled Taylor behaving nervously during their ride, particularly when the investigation was mentioned, asserting that he had never encountered Faye. Simultaneously, Taylor's roommate was brought in for questioning. He disclosed that Taylor's mental health deteriorated when the roommate began spending less time at their shared residence, even mentioning suicidal thoughts. While Faye was missing, Taylor employed an odor eliminator in the house. Looking back, the roommate noted an unusual smell but attributed it to a cheap spray rather than an attempt to mask the scent of the young girl's body. Although no evidence linking Taylor to Faye was found on his computer, he had previously identified himself as an incel, a term describing members of an online subculture based around the inability to find a romantic or intimate partner despite desiring one, and often exhibit extreme resentment and hostility towards women who actively engage in intimate relations. Taylor's roommate further characterized him as too scared to interact with girls. A surveillance video from Walmart revealed Taylor purchasing the items utilized to conceal the child's body, including soil. The partially emptied bag was discovered at his residence following his suicide. Furthermore, 2 additional videos surfaced during the investigation, one depicting Taylor discarding material from a sizable bag onto the burial site, and another showing him approaching the area where Faye's body was partially buried. DNA extracted from the ladle and the laundry bag matched that of the 6-year-old, and the suspect's DNA was found under her fingernails. With Cowtie Taylor's suicide, Faye's parents are left grappling with more questions than answers. Given Taylor's demise, the state of South Carolina is unable to pursue criminal charges, leaving investigators uncertain about any potential accomplices. Faye's untimely death deeply impacted the entire community, including the authorities who tirelessly searched for her. Fondly remembered as God's little angel, Faye's family finds solace in believing she is now in a better place, where she can run, play, and laugh freely. In her memory, a buddy bench was painted and dedicated, serving as a poignant reminder of the child whose loss deeply affected the community. Additionally, law enforcement has memorialized Faye with a portrait in their office, fostering increased collaboration between the authorities and the community in the wake of this tragic event.